Purdue Boilermakers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Purdue Boilermakers have a unique and beautiful stadium. Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana is a fun place to watch a game. The gold and the black, the home of the biggest drum in all of the bands. Not only that, every time the team scores, a loud train whistle gets the crowd riled up. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Martin back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it at the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He wants it all. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And that's a big mistake here early in this game, and I know how that feels for a quarterback. You're playing on the road, you want to come out in the first drive, you want to march it down the field, you want to throw a touchdown pass, but you got to be careful, and you can't be too greedy. I think
turning it on. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. On target. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Under fire. Working the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Got his man on the outside. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
They'll go with Gibson. And he's in! Touchdown, Purdue!
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Martin will throw it. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Once he got some room, it was over.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Gets the back moving. They'll run the counter. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counter play into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Now, a 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains.
Here we go. Ready.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Got his man on the right. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got a man, it's McClain. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Might be calling a hot route. Martin back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, What adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Time to take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Quarterback making checks. Martin will throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third.
Breaks into the open. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll do it himself on the draw. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. From the gun, running back gets to give. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Martin back to pass. pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
He wants to change this route. Shotgun snap on third down. Hauls it in. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Here comes the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it. Hard running there. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on first and goal that can maybe back them up.
He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying to run it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man out of the backfield. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. Fourth down is coming. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second.
Caught, and he's got room. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way...
Makes a catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you...